Robert Smith, do the right thing. Sort Gary Sykes' belt out and put it in history books that he's British champion outright at super featherweight, and I'll leave you alone, Robert Smith. Alright? Don't you forget.
You give me just one example. You give me one example of where you haven't walked forward and outworked someone. You just give me one fight where you haven't done that. Not one.
I've shown a range of different styles.
You've shown one style.
Commonwealth, British, European.
And you've done it all with one style. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. You've done it all with one style. You've got to look at where you fought for every single title that's been vacant. You've never defeated a champion. Never. Never defeated the champion.
I defeated you.
Never did. I wasn't a champion. I was a 16 fight novice. It wasn't hard to beat me. Over Mackenzie never beat me. Over Mackenzie never beat me too.
Del Boy saying he wants Wilder. Why he's coming out with talk like that about wanting Wilder, I don't know. Wilder would put him into orbit. Derek Chisora would end up in orbit if he fought Wilder. No ifs or buts about it, he'd end up in orbit. You know what I mean? He's already talking like Dave Allen. Do you know what I mean? So leave it alone. Speaking of Dave Allen, I like the video that you did, Dave, where you're going on about being mature and this and that. That's a new script that, you know. Is that the new script, Dave? We've had the I'm not drinking no more, I'm not gambling, I'm taking it serious. You know, my nan needs a bungalow and all that. Well, now we've got I'm mature. So that's a good one, that's a good one, that's a good. I'm sure Eddie Hearn will be gagging to put you on one of his shows. Personally, I don't think Dave Allen fights again. I don't think he'll ever get over the fact that he wanted to fight DeBar, but he didn't want to piss Eddie Hearn off, so he bottled it, didn't he, really? I want to stay loyal to Matchroom. Why would you want to stay loyal to Matchroom? Hey, why? Why would you want to stay loyal to Matchroom when Matchroom didn't have a contract with you and they were putting you in fights where you were getting knocked about? Hey, so why stay loyal to Matchroom? Hey, who the fuck are Matchroom to you, Dave? You've never had a contract with him. Get a grip of yourself. So look after number one. Alright, nobody will look after you when you're talking like Scooby-Doo, even worse than what you're talking now. So when's the WBA going to drop these belts? They've got too many champions. What is the 4 world champions in every weight division now? And all fans are getting confused and people getting slotted into rankings that have done nothing. I don't agree with it. I want something done about it. Who's Trevor Bryan's best win? He's the WBA regular champion. Who's his best win? Who? What is his body of work? We don't know, do we? We don't know, but I don't know. Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields, Adam Smith, I thought it was a done deal. Ben Shalom or whatever your name is. Get your finger out and do some graft. I thought you said Marshall Shields was a done deal. It ain't a done deal, it's further away now than it's ever been. So, Mr. Bean, get your finger out and do something. I see Joseph Parker and Luis Ortiz have been offered Ergovic fight. We spoke about that, me and Max, the other day. He's swerving it. But I've no fear of Lawrence Okoli is here, he's fighting Sajlak. Whoever he is. Do we care? Do we care? I don't know, but pussy in a spliff sounds good to me, Lawrence. Sounds very good. Usyk against Joshua. It's rumoured for April. Does it happen? I don't really care if it does or doesn't. I think if it does happen, I think Joshua comes out and tries to do a roadman Darren Barker against Sturm in round 1, and I think he gets took out early. I think he comes out swingers and then disappears. He can't beat Usyk. He hasn't got the tools to beat Usyk. All he can do is get on back foot for 12 rounds and hope that Eddie's got at least 2 judges in his pocket instead of the usual 1, allegedly. So Joshua coming out with statements saying that, you know, he wanted to shred the bodybuilding image because of Fury were getting into his head and blah de blah. Look, I've heard some excuses. When George Foreman lost against Ali, he come out with every excuse in the book. In the book. I'm with me before she calls me. Let me get out of here. Have you got can I have? So Anthony Joshua, stay away from Usyk. He'll punch you upside down. Go and have a few Dylan White, Joseph Parker fights. I mean, I've heard that Higgins going on about Joseph Parker against AJ for an interim fight. Oh my God! If they did that, there'd be hell on, wouldn't there? Hey? How could Joshua hold his head up? How could he hold his head up, Joshua? How could he hold his head up if he went and fought Joseph Parker? He wouldn't be able to do that, would he? He wouldn't be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a disaster for him, wouldn't it? Can you imagine it? Yellow belly, hey, coward. He's already got rid of McCracken, hasn't he? Hey, a rate bloke, innit? Rate loyal bloke, innit? After McCracken got him out of prison when he was too weak in Reading, going for judging chambers and crying his eyes out all the time, wanting combination orders and probation, and I don't like food in here, I don't like food in here, Rob. Your words, Joshua, your words. I don't like food in here, it's not as good as EIS. Of course it's not going to be. It's prison. You get porridge with lumps in. If you're in Alcatraz, you'd eat it, lad. You get in here, get parked up. In fact, I'm going to turn around. So Joshua against Usyk, I see a knockout in that fight in April, but I don't see it happening. They're going to do everything they can to get him out of that fight. That's what they'll do, because that's what cowards do, don't they? Joshua's an on-top bully, that's what he is, like Mike Tyson. So, like I've just said there, I see Usyk doing him, and that's about it, end of bum. White versus Fury, will it happen? I'm being asked it daily, my reply is simple. You know these two? Dylan White and Tyson Fury, they know how to play the game just as good as your Bellews and your Joshuas. Now people keep going on about Dylan White like he's this roadman. Right? Dylan White don't want to fight Tyson Fury. If he did, he won't be asking for 10 million on the downside. You won't be asking for that kind of money if you thought you could beat Tyson Fury, would you? And you're risking not getting the fight. Now you're saying, oh, reluctantly, I'll take the fight. Gior, mate. Gior, mate. Gior. Your big fake brother's running around saying you don't even want the fight. That's what I'm hearing. So he don't want you to take it, does he? And really, Dylan, you don't want to take that fight, do you? Tyson Fury's all wrong for you, Dylan. You'll be target practice for him with them long arms. Look what he did to Chisora. So what would he do to you? Tyson Fury's a monster. Even though he tells as many lies as Tom Pepper every day, he is the Walter Mitty of boxing after his father. But he is a monster. He's a big 20-stone monster that moves like a super middleweight. Dylan is all wrong for you. Stay away from him. But if you want to show us that you're this road man, anybody who wants it can get it. Well, show us, Dylan, but I don't believe you, mate. But all these two are going to do, Tyson Fury and Dylan White, they're just going to do each other's heads in, they're going to do the team's heads in, and they're going to do all the boxing fans' heads in. Every day on social media, day in, day out, this is what we're going to get. So, Josh Warrington against Martinez. I told you all, I shook up the world a couple of weeks ago on my channel. Everybody said, okay, you're making up shit. March 26th, is it? Now you might start believing in the Dark Destroyer. Yeah. Start believing in the Dark Destroyer, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great fight, Warrington Martinez. I don't see anybody saying, Porky, you broke the story on that, March 26th. No, I don't see anybody saying, well done, Porky, on that one. But yeah, my man in the dam told me about that. Or my mole in the hole. Hey, listen, I don't get everything right now, but it's nice to get a couple of things right, innit? It's nice to get a few juicy tidbits every now and then, innit? And that other one's a juicy titbit. Old, I don't know what to call him now. He's got that many aliases. Luther Vandross, Wesley Snipes, Lamar Scott, Dean White. We'll call you Dean White. We're still waiting for your birth certificate, Dean. Pull your birth certificate up, Dean, and me and you will get at it. What do you reckon? Let's see that birth certificate. Well, that's an exclusive for you. Dean White don't want Dylan White to fight Tyson Fury. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to see him fight him. I mean, Dylan White's actually an half alright guy, isn't he? But he's just chatting nonsense. 10 million quid. Do me a favour. Danny Jacobs against Johnny Ryder. Well, Jacobs has shot to bits. He's also had cancer a few years ago, and he's had layoffs and injuries and this and that. And when the fighters shot to bits, they're not bounced. They're not up on the toes as much in the rounds. You break each round down into 1 minute segments. You can see what punches they throw, who's up on the toes, who's having a breather. You break it down and have graphs. And we've got all them at Porky's Corner, and we can see, you know, Chisora, he's on slide. Danny Jacobs, he's over ill and far away. But every pug thinks they've got one last fight in them. Until they go one too many. You end up like, I don't know, like Dave Allen. You know, I'm mature. So, John Ryder beats Danny Jacobs all day long. Beats him. Good luck to Callum Johnson and Joe Gallagher. I've heard Callum's got COVID. I'm gutted that his fight's not happening next week. I am really. In fact, I think it's this Friday, isn't it? 15th, wasn't it? Date 10th, Tuesday. This Saturday. So that's not happening. So I'm gutted for Callum Johnson. But Tunde's saying Yard's going to step in and all that. I don't see that happening. If it does happen, and Yard beats Smith, Callum Johnson against Anthony Yard's a fantastic fight. It's one I'd like to go to, and it's a pay-per-view fight. In the current climate, why would Callum Johnson and Anthony Yard not be a £20 pay-per-view? In the current climate, what? You know, a few years ago it wouldn't have been, would it? But you had to beg for pay-per-view. You had to beg for pay-per-view then. But now look, you know, everybody and the dad's on pay-per-view, aren't they? So, Hughie Fury against Del Boy, they're trying to make that, aren't they, for Hughie? That's a little Porky inside bit of knowledge for you. And, you know, there's politics with that. Well, what is the politics, though? Well, it's Eddie Hearn, isn't it? He don't want to work with Sky, and then he wants to keep Chisora for himself, blah, blah, blah. Derek Chisora against Hughie Fury. That's a Sky pay-per-view in the current climate. In the current climate, it is, isn't it? In the current climate. Normally it wouldn't be, would it? Do you know what I mean? Got an head shaped like a skull, I know. I've got a Space Raider head. Not good. Not good at all. I've got some heated seats, so I'm getting a bit chill. It's getting a bit con-carny in here. That's about it really. That's about it really. Derek Chisora against Hughie Fury, that's a great fight. Peter Fury, I know, would take that fight for Hughie in a heartbeat. Take that in a heartbeat, Peter. Take it in a heartbeat. And why not? It's a bloody good fight, isn't it? It's a good fight for Derek to get back in mix. And it's a good fight for Hughie to get a name on his record. Even though Derek's got 12 losses and 3 on trot, I'd be up for Hughie fighting him. I'd be up for that. But I just don't think Derek's got no left in the tank at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. No, I don't think he's got no left in the tank. But what can you do? It's all good baby, isn't it? But that's about it really. I hope you like the little video that I've asked Cameron to slip in. The Tony Bellew video. Did you like that? Tony Bellew there on Sky with Nathan Cleverly saying, "You've not beat a champion, you've not beat a champion." Well, I think in the end Nathan Cleverly didn't he, Tony? But you've not beat one, have you? Hey, think before you open your mouth, Anthony. That's what you need to do. Think before you open your pie hole. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science, is it? It's not rocket science. That's about it really. I'm trying to think now. How many videos we've done this month so far? I worry at end of month, but we're in a good position with channel at the moment. Really good position. And I don't know if I haven't told anybody. I think I have. We're looking to do other stuff. When, I don't know. I've got a meeting next month with somebody from down south, and we're going to see about taking channel in a different direction. So it's all good, isn't it? It's all good, positive stuff, because you know boxing's not helping itself, is it? It doesn't help itself at all. That woman there with a fag, she just dropped fag ash in her car. Skoda. I understand people who smoke when they drive damage your cars, don't you? Get stains all over. I used to be like that when I had an Orion years ago. I used to be down Hyde Park in my Orion, I'd be like that, slinking in chair with Tupac on. I'm thinking I were a bad man, and I never used to crumble it properly because I was new to smoking weed when I were dope, when I were in my mid-20s, 26, and spliffs and hot rocks would go over at seats, and I'd forever have holes in my seats. My Ford Orion gear, 16 gear, 1.6 gear. Thought I were a boyo, didn't I? If you had that car now, I'd be laughed at, wouldn't I? Like, look at Porky and his Orion, the big dosser. So, but yeah, I want boxing to change. I want fights to happen. When you look back, we're going to 80s, aren't we? Everybody fought each other, didn't they? There were none of this 60-40, 80-20, 70-30. What on earth is all that? You're getting millions. Don't worry about what the other guy's getting. Just crack on with it. Like Dave Allen. Dave Allen wanted to fight Daniel Dubois. He took that fight for 100 grand. If Eddie had said, yeah, take it, just give me a drink, Dave. But they were telling him to ask for astronomical amounts of money that weren't there. You know, fighters price in the sense, aren't it? Listening to people who've got issues with other people. Warrens and Earns hate each other, don't they? They hate each other. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. They can't stand each other, so they're not going to give each other a leg up, are they? So Dave Allen going to fight Dubois, that's helping Frank Warren, isn't it? Bringing Dubois on, and it's not helping. It's like doing it off the back of one of Eddie Hearn's fighters. But Dave, you never had a contract with Eddie Hearn. Stop belly aching, going on about it, and start from the beginning. You've had an opportunity to work with Dennis, but you don't seem to be getting fights, dear. Why? You're the problem, Dave, not Dennis. You're the problem why the fights are not happening. Because you're wanting X amount and this and that and blah de blah. Wasting your life away, mate. 30 in a couple of weeks. Two things in life I don't like. One's being freezing and cold, shivering. Other one's wasted talent, innit? Wasted talent. It's bad, innit? Bad. But let's hope that Uncle Buck, aka Jason McCrory, I call him Uncle Buck, have you seen him? With 6 sugars in his tea, fat as a pig Michelin man. Let's hope that Uncle Buck can match you correctly, Dave, instead of with some guy 0-5. Well, a rate fight that, innit? Go on then, mate, let me in. 0-5 guy, that's no good, that's not matchmaking, that. That's pissing up fans' legs. Too many shows now are going on, small hall show. Have you seen some at cards? Have you seen some at cards that are coming on in February? All you have to do is look on left and then look on right, and it's dog shit. Why should I waste my time doing videos on dog shit? Because I'm going to rinse them anyway, aren't I? Whether they like it or not. But when they're putting dog shit out, I don't even know if it's worth talking about these dog shit shows. If we go down that path, we don't know what to talk about, would we? So that's how I look at it. So Vanilla Roma, or I think we're going to go for Vanilla Roma. I used to love these years ago. Anybody ever had these in the car? These Villaromas, they're bang on, you know. Reminds me when I used to be fat as a pig Michelin man. I'd go petrol station and I'd go rooting round all discount cakes. You know the marzipan cake, angel cake is it? I'd have a couple of them for a trip home. I'd only gone out for a pint of milk. Before you know where you are, you're filling up and you're eating big noggins of cake, like Max. Big shout out to Jason Barker, I've heard you fighting on Nicky and Luke's medalist show. Fucking Jason Barker, he'll not turn up. Jason, what are you doing, mate? If you fight Jason, I'll be amazed. But good luck to you if you do. Good luck to you if you do, mate. But I think you're a mess of Jason. Prove me wrong. Prove me. Oh God, that's strong. That's very strong. Oh, do you know what I want to do now? I want to go get some marzipan and just shove it all in my mouth and then be sick. So that's about it. I'm going to leave you with this. Right? If Tyson Fury doesn't fight Dylan White next, who's he going to fight? And what would we accept for a pay-per-view for Tyson? What? Going to be interesting, isn't it? Alright, boys and girls. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Big shout out to Innovation Alloys. How are you doing, AJ? Happy New Year. Hope you're well. Man of honour, you, AJ. Man of honour. You're one of the good guys in boxing. You're not a sneaky cunt like all the rest of them, are you, AJ? Alright? Big shout out. Peace out.